Hong Kong, a city that has always been a beacon of democracy, free speech, and autonomy, has been the target of the Chinese government's ruthless campaign to stifle dissent and impose its will upon the people of the city. China's actions towards Hong Kong have not only been a direct violation of Hong Kong's autonomy but also a violation of international law and the principles of democracy. The world must stand with Hong Kong in its fight against China's tyranny. In recent years, the Chinese government has made no secret of its desire to exert more control over Hong Kong, which has led to mass protests and unrest. In 2019, Hong Kong saw a wave of demonstrations against a proposed extradition bill that would have allowed the Chinese government to extradite Hong Kong citizens to mainland China. This bill was seen as a threat to the autonomy and legal system of Hong Kong, and the protests were met with brutality by the Hong Kong police, with many activists and journalists arrested and imprisoned. However, the worst was yet to come. In June 2020, China passed a draconian national security law that criminalizes secession, subversion, terrorism, and collusion with foreign forces. This law has given the Chinese government unprecedented control over Hong Kong's legal system, media, and education, and it has been used to stifle free speech and silence dissidents. The law has also been used to imprison activists and journalists, with many being subjected to torture and forced confessions. China's actions towards Hong Kong are not only a violation of international law but also an affront to the values of democracy and freedom that are the foundation of the global community. China's actions towards Hong Kong have set a dangerous precedent for other countries, where they believe they can disregard the rights of their citizens with impunity. As global citizens, we must condemn China's actions towards Hong Kong and demand that they respect Hong Kong's autonomy and the rights of its citizens. We must stand with Hong Kong in its fight for democracy and autonomy. The world must not stand idly by while China seeks to suppress the freedoms of the people of Hong Kong. Hong Kong has always been a city that has defied the odds and risen above adversity. The people of Hong Kong are fighters, and they will not give up their fight for democracy and autonomy. We must join them in this fight and demand that China respect their rights and autonomy. The world is watching, and we must not let China's actions towards Hong Kong go unnoticed or unpunished. The future of democracy and freedom depends on it. We cannot let China's actions towards Hong Kong go unnoticed. We must raise our voices and demand that the world stands with Hong Kong. Together, we can make a difference. Let's use the hashtag #StandWithHongKong to show our support for the people of Hong Kong and to raise awareness about China's violations of human rights. Call on your elected representatives and policymakers to take action and put pressure on China to respect the autonomy and freedoms of Hong Kong. Share this message with your friends and family, and encourage them to join the fight for democracy and freedom in Hong Kong. Remember, we must not let China's actions towards Hong Kong go unnoticed. The future of democracy and freedom depends on our actions today.